Well, guys, we're finally doing it. We are finally going to finish with Sentai Daishikkaku.
Oh no.
All
Is it
right.
really the last one?
I'm so fucking sad.
You sound very sad about
This is
it.
the most peak anime I've ever watched in my entire life.
I know, right? I mean, it's not like there are many others, like, I almost said Super Sentai, but yeah, there are other Super Sentai and anime shows that we could have talked about.
Like I'll miss this show so much. I don't even want to watch One Piece anymore.
Jesus.
Like, there's so, like, think of all the other great animes, like Beast King Go Lion, Voltest 5, Kaiju number 8,
Red Ranger in Another World.
Zeztz from the Monster Department, Love After World Domination, The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World, Bleach.
I reincarnated one time as a slime.
That's
Kaiju
not a
Go
Sentai?
Tiramisu.
Also, it's also hilarious that Ali is coming into this topic for the last 2 episodes of a fucking 24 episode show.
I know, and I was watching the episodes, and I was like, I have no fucking clue what's going on right now.
Yeah, but Ali,
Would you believe that I could catch you up in a sentence?
Wait, what?
It'll only take me about 1, maybe 2 sentences to catch you up with everything you need to know.
It's true.
Anyways,
I mean, I kind of got the small gist of it.
You know, I'm kind of curious now.
Obviously, none of the characters I know, so.
You know, Ichi, no, now you have my curiosity. Enlighten me.
So it's like a Sentai, but the Rangers are assholes, and the protagonist is a monster who went rogue and is trying to kill the Sentai. That's about it.
So it's basically what the American Power Rangers reboot's going to be.
Basically.
Dawnbrothers.
Dawnbrothers? No.
No? Anyways, cue the roll call.
Oh, that's a better anime.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect!
Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loud and online. Greycaster, Robolane.
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Yellowcaster, Ultra Guard.
Hopping from show to show. Pinkcaster, Froggy Alley.
Combining comedy and critique. On air since 2014.
Radio Sentai Castranger!
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 592. It's episode finish.
Which one, though? The blue one or the pink one?
Yes. I mean, obviously, I like blue, even though I was never too into Frillish.
I can't remember. Was it like a variant game difference, or was it like location difference?
It's male, female.
Yeah, male, female.
Yeah, it's male, female.
Right. I couldn't remember. It's been like almost 15 years
the
since I
kind of
played.
variation that has existed since Gen 1.
It's been like 15
Well,
years
to be
since I
fair,
played Black and White.
I think Frillish and Jellicent are pretty forgettable Pokemon. So.
Oh,
Fair.
I love male Jellicent because he's got like a cool ass mustache.
True.
Yeah, I like them, but they're very forgettable.
I am not gender blind. I genuinely just forgot what the difference was.
You were gender blindsided.
Or gender blind.
You have been blound. All right. Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger. We are a gaggle of gender-locked humans who get together every week to talk about Kamen Rider, Project RED, and a third thing.
Hey, we're talking about Sentai this week. We could say Sentai.
I guess. But that still falls under the third thing.
Yeah.
No. Ranger Rejects technically has a Sentai in it. Therefore, it's Kamen Rider, Sentai, and a third thing, in which the third thing would be Gavan.
I hate that I can't refute that. Anyway, yeah, so our topics for this week are Zeztz episode 43, Gavan Infinity episode 22, and episodes 23 and 24, aka season 2, episodes 11 and 12 of Sentai Daishikkaku, or if you must refer to it by its dub titles, Ranger Rejects or Go Go Loser Ranger.
Go
Still
Loser Ranger.
I still don't like that title.
It's both of the English titles are not great.
No, you know what? Ranger Rejects I will accept.
At least that's closer to a literal translation.
Yeah. The other one just sounds like a parody.
The other one is just taking advantage of fucking Mighty Morphin, like everything else Power Rangers related.
We'll get to that in just a moment.
Correct. All right, but before we get into any of that, we have some news.
How are y'all doing?
Oh, okay.
Check
in time.
I'm now in the third stage of my injury, so it's another month of being off my legs, so that's fun.
Does that mean your injury's gonna mega evolve?
I mean, probably after this, I'll be able to start walking again. So look forward to that. But now
That counts as mega evolving.
Now I'm gonna have a kick-ass fucking scar going across my right knee. So that's fun.
Oh, wow.
Now we need to get Lane a cane.
I mean, my girlfriend's mom has a walker that I could probably end up using at some point. So I just need to get robot legs. If I get robot legs, then I'll be fine.
That's the fucking dream. Where's my Star Fox robot legs? I know we said they weren't actual robot legs, but I still dream.
We need robot legs for me and Ichi, but then Ichi also needs like a adamantium spine.
Oh my god, wood.
Yeah, Robocane. It's just a cane that
Robocane.
Yeah, it makes robot noises when I move it.
That's like your Castranger weapon.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Need titanium legs. You got it.
Robocane for Robo Lane.
Robocane for that's damn right.
Yeah. No, you know what? That's Peter Weller if he ever comes back for RoboCop 5.
Oh god.
I mean, Amazon is working on a RoboCop show, so I'm very excited.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Peter Weller. You may know me from my archaeological history videos, but I'm also known for being
everyone.
What's his name from RoboCop?
Everyone should play RoboCop.
Murphy.
Everyone should play RoboCop Rogue City because it's the best RoboCop game ever made. He was Buckaroo Banzai.
I love to imagine that's how he actually says it. And I'm also known for being what's his name from RoboCop.
If you want a funny video, behind the scenes video, look up RoboCop Oreo story. It's so funny.
What?
I just wanted a fucking Oreo.
The only Oreo story I watch is Brennan's CEO skit.
Why do we have these? Why are we making Tide Pod candy?
Yeah, Rogue City was great. The DLC was great. It was very great.
Gar would just have a robot clock to tell him when to take rest. I already do that. It's called a mental block.
Jesus. In other news, Allie and I have been playing the shit out of Pokemon Quetzal, and it's so fun.
Quetzal.
You literally have your legit dream team.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A girlfriend in Pokemon?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, he also has a blue scissor.
Yeah. A blue fucking everything. And then I guess tomorrow, as of the Friday we're filming this, Lane and I are finally going to finish Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, because like, when I got my stitches, staples, whatever removed from my knee, like I was in so much like shock and like mental trauma that I just like messaged you. I'm like, we're finishing Baldur's Gate this weekend. I'm like, I need you, I need Allie, I need to hang out with you guys for like 6 to 8 hours. We're doing it.
I don't know if it'll take that long, but we'll see.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, we got news. Got more mice news.
Yes, so another trailer for the upcoming Kamen Rider Mice, which I am slowly getting better at saying correctly.
See, okay, I have to say it. I don't like modern mice, but old mice is so fucking cool.
Okay,
and it's just because like he has like more silver on his suit, and he's got the belt on his waist. It just makes him so much more badass looking.
I agree with everything you just said, but I will addendum that the screenshot that Decker showed, where the blue parts of modern mice's suit light up, that's my fucking jam. Love those lit up blue lines on the suit. So yeah, another trailer went out, revealing more staff members and the show's main cast.
That suit is so cool.
All right, so joining producers Naomi Takebe and Yosuke Minato in the staff are pilot episode director Shojiro Nakazawa, who worked on Exaid, and action director Satoshi Fujita, who worked on Gav. I remember
Okay,
Gav's
so-
action was very good, so that bodes well.
Oh yeah, really good shots.
So then we got into show's main cast. So first we have Ikuho Akiya, who is in something called Blue Period that I do not want to Google.
Oh, it's a drama. It's actually a good drama.
Is it a period drama?
No, it's like a school drama, I believe.
And the title's a lie. All right, so our main protagonist is Sora Otosumi.
I love when writer protagonists have like simple names.
Yeah. Obviously, there's some language puns in the name because Sumi is probably from Nezumi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Nezumi means mouse.
I thought it was Haruka. I legit thought it was Haruka.
So Sora is a hero inspired by a mouse, fights mysterious creatures known as the Inexplicable. So the monsters for this series are called the Inexplicable. I like that.
Inconceivable.
He's a meister.
Yeah, okay. So the thing that seems to be prevalent throughout the plot and characters here is, I guess the characters come in pairs of like quote unquote master and servant.
And Sora's the servant.
So the title he has is a meister because who has served the prestigious Mizuki family for generations and is Yuna's devoted butler. So he's not the master, he is the butler in this arrangement. Although he may grumble and talk back when she asks for his help, he is the ultimate attendant who can perfectly handle anything from cooking to combat. He fights to keep his promise to her. Obviously,
oh, so he's got fucking sass.
Hopefully. Then we have Riko Horikawa as Yuna Mizuki, who is Sora's master. And as described by her actress, in terms of the way she thinks, she's probably closer to being a hero.
Which means she'll be a rider at some point.
Possibly?
Or at least get her own miniseries.
Yeah, she'll get like a Minami-style series.
Yeah.
Then we have what is undoubtedly the highlight of this reveal. We have Keisuke Higashi, who was in something called Chaser Game, as Kamuri Minetaka. And this is Kamen Rider Mao. And this motherfucker showed up dressed in full pimp attire.
Yeah, like I'm actually legit wondering how he's gonna fit all that into his fucking suit when he henshins.
I can't wait to see him henshin and see what happens to his jacket. Is it just gonna disappear when the suit appears, or maybe he'll like toss it aside before he henshins? Maybe no. You know what? Because there's a master servant thing going on, he'll have his servant come and take his coat for him.
Yeah, that, or it'd be really cool if they did like a Gozu Polar where he just henshins with the coat on and then he just like takes the coat off.
Oh, that'd be funny. It would look dumb because of the pointy shoulders, though.
Well, just for like a second shot, like for 1 second, it would just look super cool with the coat on.
So, Kamuri Minetaka is the leader of a mysterious organization that has returned after a century. I love how Tara's like, not everything is master servant, and this character is the leader of an organization, so he has many servants.
Oops, all servants.
Yeah. Though both he and Mice seek to eliminate the inexplicable, their opposing ideals lead them into an inevitable clash. Cool. So it's Gaiman Baron again.
That's a really cool name for like an enemy. The inexplicable.
That's what the inexplicable. You can't even more like the impronounceable.
Yeah, inexplicable. There we go.
That's what I was saying earlier. I like that name. I look forward to hearing them say it. Like, are they literally going to be saying inexplicable, or will they be translating it? Yes, I'm very excited to see what this is about. So apparently Mice's forms for the first little while, at least, I don't know if this is going to be what every form looks like, but we know like one of his forms uses this little spiky cape thing. I think this is like the hedgehog.
So it's Beast again?
Kind of?
Fucking Beast did that shit. Yeah, Beast did that shit.
The forms are double. Interesting. Also, I don't know if we showed it. I don't think we saw it last week, but I know someone found a picture of the back of the mice suit, and it does in fact have a very, very visible tail.
I got it.
So yeah, these suits are gonna have tails. Yeah, that's the hedgehog egg.
Ooh,
hedgehog cute.
Okay, all the eggs come in different colors. That's cool.
Well, yeah. Did you think they were all gonna be monocolored?
No, but
they gotta be different and collectible.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah,
There it is.
you can see that the suit does in fact have a tail.
It has a tail.
And I love that
Sick.
I love that some people are justifying this as the reason why he's not wearing his belt on his waist, and I'm like, he could fit it there. They could have redesigned it so that the tail was not blocking the belt.
I think he can like fit it up there like above it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Rin and Mao have tails, so
Also that, yeah.
yeah.
All right. So, it was also revealed that Mice and Yuna or rather Sora and Yuna will appear in the upcoming Zeztz farewell mission film, as if that was a surprise to fucking anybody who has been in this fandom for more than a year.
Yep.
We will get to see Sora transform into Mice. And yeah, there's the picture of the cape. And then we also see his weapon, which is mostly shaped like an egg, but then has this like little blade thing coming out of it. And I guess that is both his blade weapon and also the gun.
It looks like a.
It's called the
like a
Mice
Dustbuster.
Edge, and it's stupid. I don't like it.
Looks
How
like a
did-
Dustbuster.
How did we not give the Mouse Rider a weapon that looks like cheese? Because sharp cheddar.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Nah, it's too much on the nose.
You know what's funny about that is that there's actually a weapon in Monster Hunter Stories 3 that's literally just like a cheese katana.
Do you remember the name of it?
Shoot, I'll have to hold on. I'll look it up.
All right, you look that up.
Yeah, I'll look that up, and you keep going while I find it.
So yes, that movie is happening July 24th in Japan, so someone will probably leak it. Yes, okay, so it wasn't in this article, but there was also a quick shot in the trailer showing Mao using this, like, black, yellow, and blue shotgun weapon, which looks like it might be cool. It's like a sword rifle, so it's the fucking steam rifle again. I'm excited to see more of that. And then the trailer also announced that there will be a press conference will reveal more information for Mice on August 4th. So that's where we'll get most of the new information. Very interesting.
Like who's writing the show?
Yeah, there was someone who was rumored, but I don't think it's been actually confirmed yet. I think, you knew? I don't remember offhand who it was.
Yeah, it was rumored that it was Arakawa.
Arakawa?
Yeah. Who did Kira Major?
Cheese knife.
Yeah. The sheath is cheese. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he also wrote some Kuga.
Nice.
It was actually a pretty powerful weapon too until I found something better.
Really cheese off your enemies.
Right?
All right.
It's supposed to be a joke on like lactose intolerant monsters or something.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a joke about cheese strats.
That would be funny
that
too.
cheese.
All right, next on the news docket, we have the official images of the Omega Analyzer from the upcoming show Omega Horn. So, if I'm reading this right, apparently this is what he uses to transform.
Yeah, and I heard I watched like the Bandai video on it, and like I know it's like a cheap Japanese toy, but like the speaker on it's not good.
Yeah.
It
So
wasn't good.
So this is used by Shout of Flame to transform into Captain Omega Horn, and it functions as a Mega Horn encyclopedia. So it is a changer and a Pokedex. Now, I understand that the little notch on top of it is designed to be like a way to lock the battery in while it's attached, but it just sticks out so much when the battery's not in it, or like the Igor gear. And I'm kind of... I understand why this wouldn't be a thing, but I'm kind of sad that it's not designed in such a way that when you click the Igor gear in, the little hatch doesn't like automatically spring up and lock into place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that would have been a cool design, but then my immediate response to my own idea was that might be dangerous for children.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have kids complaining that they accidentally pinched their fingers.
Yeah. Maybe if we get a CSM one. It's got buttons on it that activate the transformation and navigation sounds. When you set an Igor gear in it and press the button, it will determine the class of the Mega Horn and activate a sound corresponding to that class. The Emor gears from Gavan Infinity can be set and will play the sounds corresponding to that Emor gear. So if you want just the analyzer, it's 4620 yen, July 25th release. Then they have also revealed Igor Gear sets 01 and 02. Igor Gear set 01 comes with Denkaku, the electric one, and Sakaku, the chain one. And then set 02 comes with Dokaku, the poison horn, and Mokaku, the fierce horn. Each set is 1,100 yen, also July 25th release. So yes, if you want your Monster Hunter tokusatsu, these are your first toy releases.
Yeah.
All right. Next, in Zeztz side story news, there was a trailer put out for the upcoming Agent Minami Last Mission trailer, or Last Mission special, like side episode.
Mm.
And what's interesting about this is apparently, not only does she henshin into Knight 13, but she fights against Lord 13. She becomes Knight 17, and she fight. I don't know if I said that right already. I'm tired. So she becomes Knight 17, and apparently fights against Lord 13, whose suit is just Lord 3 without the cape, but it still has the like spikes that the cape is hanging from. So it's just less. Even though it's 13, it's lesser 3. And she becomes Lord 17. Oh, interesting.
Neat.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because
I see her with the Lord, the other driver. Oh, cool. So she upgrades her belt, but the form is virtually unchanged as far as I can tell. Yes, so in the show's final arc, Minami's last mission is become an agent. To protect their dreams from the mysterious enemy Lord 13, who is closing in on Minami and her friends, they must disguise themselves once again. Mission Faith versus Mission Tenacity in this last mission. And that is now streaming on Toei Tokusatsu Fan Club. Does she have a shoulder pauldron? It's hard to see in this. Oh, I guess I kind of see it on the edge of the image. Yes, I don't think they've revealed who it is, but they've hinted that 13 is played by an actor who was in a Toku show 2 years ago, and I think people were guessing Gotchard. I don't know. Kajiki? Oh, maybe. That'd be funny. All right, very cool. Next, speaking of Omega Horn, sorry, I think I put these stories in the wrong order.
Yeah.
The Captain Omega Horn figure images have been revealed. So this is the Tokusatsu action figure toy line. So not SH Figure Arts, rather kind of low in quality comparison, but that probably means it's cheap. So if you're just looking for a little figure of Captain Omega Horn, 160 millimeters tall, 30 points of articulation, comes with the Omega Horn accessory, 48.40 yen, July 25th release. So like maybe
it's just kind of it's just bugging me a bit. That's like he's a solo hero.
I'm hoping there are more, but who knows?
Like I kind of hope that there is more. Otherwise, this sort of feels a bit awkward.
I mean, let's remember that Gavan Raya wasn't revealed up top, so.
Yeah, but you at least had like 3 Gavans at once. Like you had Bushido, Infinity, and Luminous.
Not every secondary rider is revealed at the start of the show.
Yeah, but we at least know who they are before the show starts. Where this here, it's like Omega Horn.
Yeah, and it's very clear here that the heroes are not the focus. This is like the focus is on the kaijins. Or the kaijus, sorry. But I do
wake me up when Sentai comes back.
I do hope there are more heroes in this. Like even if it was literally just this suit but in blue, I'd be happy.
You never know. We might get more of these guys.
Yeah.
You know what Captain Decker said it best. See, because I said, wake me up when Sentai's back. He says, see you when you're 40, Gar.
I know not every show is Henshin Hero, but there is one, so there could be more.
Oh god, if Sentai comes back in 10 years, I'll be 47 by then. Oh.
Let's not talk about this. Moving on.
Oh.
So, speaking of Sentai, the best Sentai of all time, King Oger, has announced a film concert. So,
King Oger, yay!
Concert Oger?
So Allie and I've been showing Allie King Oger, and we just got to the episode where Gira did his stock henshin.
Yeah, it was good.
It was also the debut of the super form.
Yeah, the one time he did it, and the only time.
Well, technically, Gira did the stock henshin twice. Jeremy did it once, and no one else ever did it.
Yeah, that was kind of sad.
No, it's because the style of the show was made.
I don't know if
Decker's wondering, wait, didn't we already talk about this? Kinda. So we talked about the concert 2 years ago. Now they're releasing it as like a cinema exclusive.
Yeah, so it was a thing that previously happened, but now it's on the big screen in movie theaters with powerful visuals and the best sound. So this is the Osama Sentai King Ocher film concert in cinema. It is a recording of the May 2025 show that generated a lot of buzz. Will be screened in theaters for a limited 2-week period from August 28th to September 28th. Wait, it said limited 2-week period and then it said a month. Anyways, I'm not going to dwell on that. So this is a collaborative concert with full orchestra that was held at the Fuchu no Mori Arts Theater with orchestral performance from the Grand Philharmonic Tokyo, conducted by Hiroyasu Matsumoto. The film version will open a digest orchestra of some of the themes heard in the series. The heart of this film concert is the King Ocher final 3 episodes TTFC special version, which is an extended edition of the final arc of the series. So the final battle and moving ending of the series are accompanied with soul-stirring live orchestral performance. I would love to see this. And then in between the 2 orchestral performances are special talk show portions from the original 2-day event, including Taisei Sakai, who was Gira, Aoto Watanabe, who was Yanma, and then on day 2, we have Yuzuki Hirakawa, who was Rita, and Masashi Ikeda, who was Jeremy. And then serving as the event's navigator is Erika Murakami, who was Himeno. Very fun. But yes, no Rackley's. Rip.
He was off being busy, being an actor.
Yeah. Very cool.
Rackley's makes me feel things.
Yeah.
Don't let his wife know.
He was the best fucking character in the show.
No one expound on that at all. She's still watching.
Oh no, I like I said, I just love Rackley's because of how much of a fucking asshole, horrible ass fucking king he is.
All right. Next, so Playmates has announced a new Power Rangers figure series, and for once, it's technically not Mighty Morphin.
Yay.
It's CEO.
You kind of fucked that.
Yep.
Close enough.
So we have the Playmates Power Rangers Zeo Collector Series. So we have all 6 Rangers here.
All right, that's already a plus.
Yeah.
You get the full team at once.
Genuinely surprised that they
get their weapons.
Yeah. So we have the Power Promise Collectors line from Playmates. Its first reveal thanks to a listing on Walmart.com.
Whoa. Wait. Why? That almost looks like the Quasar Saber, but it's not.
So
what's this other weapon he has?
What other weapon?
The Gold Ranger. He's got like a second sword. What the fuck?
That's the okay. He comes with the sidearm with that all the other Zeo Rangers have.
I was gonna say I don't think he actually has that.
He never used that, right?
He never used it, but just for toy's sake, play it with the mold. It's easier to mold things in it. As someone that works in a factory, it's easier to make 2 of things instead of like an odd number of things.
So, according to the Zeo Gold Rangers Walmart.com listing, which is currently out of stock, it gives us an idea of what we'll be seeing from this line. So it's going to be 6 inches tall, have 22 points of articulation, costs $19.99 US. Includes numerous.
That's not bad.
Yeah, includes numerous accessories, including the civilian head and ranger helmet, the golden power staff in both closed and hilt down mode, the Zeo laser pistol, the Zeo blade, the combined blaster form of the 2. And I love this article. And it includes enough paint detail to make you realize how much Bandai and Hasbro have been cheating you for the last decade.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dang, that call out though.
No, the
Fucking
fact that I have Transformer toys that are 20 years old that still hold up compared to ones I bought like 2 years ago. Yeah.
So no release date currently, but there may be more details revealed next week at San Diego Comic-Con.
Cool.
only thing that bugs me a bit is that like, how is it that Bandai's the only one that got the sword right? Where it's like, well, the sword didn't go into the holster on the side. It had like a sheathed mode, so that when they pull it out, yeah, exactly. Thank you, Decker, for showing that photo reference. Like, they pull it out and then the sword extends. Where Hasbro didn't do it. The fact that Hasbro like fucked it up so much with Zeo, where it's like, oh yeah, so Zeo Blue doesn't come with his signature weapons because we thought it was more important to give Beast Morphers Blaze the laptop that he uses in the show. That does fucking nothing.
But don't worry,
but don't worry. Rocky finally got his sidearms. All you just had to do was buy a cog. Oh, and you want to complete the Zeo team? Well, you gotta buy a 2-pack with Kimberly with a Zeo pink figure.
Wow.
Just like,
let's just put all the girl toys together.
Yeah, put all the girl toys together. You got double dip though, because you already probably bought the Kimberly figure. Now you got 2. So it's like perfect. I don't care what social media people have been saying about these figures. I do not care about their negative thoughts. Like, you know what? Power Ranger fans are like Star Wars fans. They're not happy with when they get stuff.
That could be said about any fandom.
I'm happy.
No. But Lane, I mean like the general public of like, hey guys, look, a collector's line that's like fully articulated and has decent amounts. Oh, and like they just start nitpicking at it. It's like, guys, just be fucking grateful this happened.
It did come with Zeo Blue's weapons.
I would like to inflict upon everyone watching and listening, rather watching, just some existential terror that I just noticed about this image of the Zeo figures.
What?
I would like you to look at the necks of every one of these figures and then look at the neck of the Gold Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Why is Gold's neck longer than the others?
I hate it.
Why is he an Ellison?
Because Jason's built different.
I hate this.
Well, I mean, if you look at the other
Are the
stock
Triforians
photos,
long-necked?
Oh no, if you look at the other stock photos that are in the chat, thanks to Decker, you notice the neck is not as like extrusive.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to know, like, sure, Tommy's sword is a bit short here, like it's a bit stumpy
and dull.
But does that mean we might have the possibility of finally getting a combined Zeo cannon?
That'd be
or
cool.
Zeo blaster? Because I swear they haven't done that in like Bandai didn't do it. Friggin' Hasbro didn't do it. Of course they fucking didn't.
I'm never gonna unsee Ellison necked Gold Ranger. Anyways, I'm just happy that we're getting something that's not Mighty Morphin. Let's go ahead and move on to our next news story. Son of a bitch. Guess what? It's more Mighty Morphin!
I mean, it's fair, but to be fair, Playmates is very desperate at this point. So, for those that don't know, just to recap on this year's Toy Fair back in February, they acknowledged... Playmates acknowledged they wanted to do a Dragon Zord. And no store wanted it. Walmart didn't want it. Target didn't want it. Even Amazon, the online shop, didn't want it.
Oh, wow.
No one wanted it because I think everyone just came to the senses of no one's buying Mighty Morphin stuff anymore because everyone's tired of buying Mighty Morphin stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I kind of have to grant them this one because I would deign to find a single person in the Mighty Morphin fandom who doesn't think the Dragon Zord is the coolest thing Mighty Morphin produced.
Yeah, but Bruno, who runs MMPR Toys on YouTube, sort of makes a valid point. In the last 15 or so years, we have had multiple versions of the Dragon Zord and Dragon Caesar from Jew Ranger.
Fair.
I think people are just tired of it. And it also just, shell forms. because they want stupid amount of money for the for the same thing over and over.
I was tired of Dragon Sword before it was cool.
So now we have a Playmates version of the Dragon Sword that's being launched on a Kickstarter campaign.
Yeah, that's the weird part of this.
So Playmates has the money to make it.
They just want more.
No, it's not that they want more. It's just they, with no distributor.
It says in this Instagram article, the Kickstarter is due to none of the retailers wanting to carry the Zord on store shelves.
Yeah, so it's like, fine, we'll do it ourselves. So I'm hoping it's actually pretty cheap. And I hope the inbox photo and the prototype photo are two different models. If you actually look at the photo.
You know what my favorite thing about this box is?
What? No Tommy?
There's no Green Ranger on it.
No, it's just the same stock photos.
Oh my gosh.
It's because they haven't released the Green Ranger yet.
Not on the Dragon Sword box?
Again, temp photos.
Screw the green one specifically.
Like, if you're going to include any of them, put the Green Ranger on. Why put everyone but him?
Again, Ichi, it's a temp photo. It's not real.
But with the same amount of effort they expended to create the temp box, they could have just put the Green Ranger on it. Instead of loading 5 separate images onto it.
You know what, now I'm kind of curious. Will Titanus be a Kickstarter campaign?
Oh, so I did.
Oh God, why is hips like that?
So I saw
because it's an automorphin toy.
So
He's got form-changing hips.
It's so cursed. I hate it.
There's a figure set coming out. It's like called the Power Transfer Pack. So it comes. Well, it's because he gave the Dragon Shield to Zach and Jason one time.
Oh yeah,
I love that they gave them both Dragon Shields, but then just you have plain ass Green Ranger without the Dragon Shield.
No, you know what? That's so funny. I actually love that. That's actually a clever idea.
Well, I mean, Hasbro with the last line of Lightning Collection figures did that for the remastered Mighty Morphin. Red, the remastered Red came with the Dragon Shield armor and cup links, where if you buy green, he doesn't have them. So it's like you gotta buy both to have a complete Green Ranger figure.
Oh, and Decker shared a picture of another Power Rangers figure from the Reignition series of the Green Ranger with the Green Ranger on the box. So it is a thing they can and have done.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I've been seeing videos on the Reignition White Tiger Zord figure.
Is the White Ranger on the box?
I don't know. I didn't see the box. I was looking at the toy.
Someone find out.
It's pretty good. It'd be cool if we get to see Titanus. That way you can have like the Ultra Zord.
Yeah. All right, so that's a thing.
But just looking at the stock photo that they have of the prototype, he's so chunky.
Well, yeah, it's the Dragon Zord. He a chunk.
But he's so chunky. Like, it's like Chunky Zord.
Dragon Chunk.
New Pokemon form.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
New Future Paradox
White Ranger on the Tiger Zord.
Oh my
box.
fucking god, you guys!
Oh, it's awful. It's so bad.
Look at all of that wasted box real estate.
Yeah, but it's fully articulated though.
You are so articulated.
Ichi, you know what it should be? It should be Iron Chunk.
Okay, it looks better in the like Megazord form.
All right. Anyways, that's the news.
That's his news.
All right. Shall we move on to talking about shows?
Man, those Zeo figures look
On
so
it.
good.
Sure.
So I noticed they've stopped doing Baku's start of episode recaps because code has been blown up.
Gone. And then they had to mention Zero.
Yeah, and I actually mentioned that too, like a couple episodes ago when Ichi and I were watching it together. I was like, I think it's still funny that they have the opening intro where Baku's like, I'm a secret agent for Code. And I'm like, dude, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm thinking it was really funny.
It really fucked with my brain because like Baku's like he's like has his 7 outfit on or his Zeztz outfit on, and then he's like I'm going to protect the world, Zero. And then like, if Nami's like, what are you doing? And it's like,
Oh yeah.
why are you sitting up? So it's like, oh, I'm in the dream right now. And she's like, no, you're not.
I noticed
It's
that
like-
his hair looked weird, and then I realized, oh, he's dressed as Seven while awake. He's somehow like dream manifested the ability to speak English, and now this is worrying because he's now starting to confuse the real world and the dream world, and I'm afraid of, and also at the same time hope that this confusion becomes more of a problem, and he starts being unable to tell reality and the dream apart.
That would be crazy.
It fucked with my brain. I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute, he's in the real world. Oh my god, he doesn't have like the little hair thingy, and like you can tell he's like wearing his Seven outfit, and he doesn't have like the buffed up shoulders that he usually does. So.
We already have enough of a problem keeping track of which scenes in this show are in the dream and which are in like the waking world. So sure, let's just fucking toss any semblance of keeping track of that to the wind and just go full fucking is he awake or is he asleep?
Basically. Though I will say that transition from him putting on the chest belt and then falling into the dream was pretty awesome.
I love that he is continuing, like he's committed to doing the nesty plunge.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
Now,
It's not called Nesty anymore, guys.
what is it called then?
Oh shit, a Fuse, I think it's called.
What?
Like Fuse Iced Tea. Yeah, Nesty
Actually?
just rebranded into Fuse. Yeah, it's
What
called
the
Fuse
fuck?
now.
Lame.
You know. Yep.
So this is the episode where Punish becomes the focus, and man, we're really knocking our final bosses out one by one very quickly.
Also, can I just say that Punish has one of my favorite designs in the show?
It's a pretty good design.
His design is so awesome.
There you go. It's
All
not
right.
Nesty anymore.
So the fuse plunge then, whatever. I'm still going to say nesty plunge. So now that Catastrophe has been deleted, Punish decides, oh, it's my time to do what I was born to do, and that is to just punish the sinners of humanity. So he starts rounding up people in their dreams where they can do jack shit about him, and just starts... Okay, so I feel like we could have made this whole process way the fuck simpler, where he could have just used his own powers to kill them, or petrify them, or do whatever the fuck he's going to do. But for some reason, just to give Zeztz something else to fight this episode, for some fucking reason, Punish spawns like a blue robot nightmare, and I don't think we've seen that form before.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I feel like I would have
It didn't
commented
look-
on,
it
hey,
didn't
look, a
look
blue robot.
familiar.
But for some reason, he spawns a blue robot servant nightmare and has that thing do the punishing for him, and then the blue robot nightmare, like...
Oh, it's from the
Summon-
prison.
he summons like purple energy snakes that like pull a Medusa and petrify people in the dream, which then causes, through the black case effect, them to become petrified in real life. Okay, so it was a palette swap of the prison nightmare. All right, sure. But I still don't understand why he needed to spawn a servant to do the punishing for him if he is the punished nightmare, right?
Because
Have a little
he's
pride in your own
lazy.
work.
He's lazy and he has other shit to do.
What is? He's just standing there.
Okay, whatever. You can do whatever he wants.
It was the only reason I
He's
can
been-
think of
he's
is to
been-
give Zeztz something to kick in this episode.
Listen, man, he's been trapped in fucking sea for like God knows how long.
He's a-
Also, okay, can we talk about little child seeing and he still has blonde fucking ass hair? Oh
So-
my god!
Oh my
And he got
gosh.
a fucking gun, so I think he murdered his parents.
well, we already know he murdered his parents. We saw that a while ago where he like went into his dad's dream and murdered him.
Oh wait, they
Yeah.
edited the hair? Oh my god!
Oh yeah, the hair's
you can
edited. You can
now.
totally tell.
You
It
can
looks
tell his color
Yeah,
edited
so
his hair.
we get a flashback of young Sieg as a child having a birthday party, and obviously they give him a lavish feast because he's the son of a wealthy criminal. And then
and
he
they
opens
gave him a gun.
he opens up his birthday present, and it's a fucking Glock.
I laughed audibly really hard when I saw that.
Like Jesus Christ.
It was so funny.
But before I forget it, so Baku like does the nesty plunge into the dream to go after Punish, and like at one point it's like, oh, he's too late because he starts petrifying people, but then he just, because he's going extreme, he just like fucking pulls the Control Z button and undoes it so they get to live. And then I don't know if we've seen this before, but apparently Baku as extreme has the ability to just spawn mind doors, which he uses to let the people escape the dream world. Have we seen him do that before?
I thought I can remember.
Because my immediate response to that is, if you can make doors that allow people to escape the dream world, why have you not let Nem walk through one of those? I thought you wanted to wake Nem up and find her. The debut fight, he enters Sieg's mind. That was... Okay, I do remember he spawned a door, but that wasn't sending someone into the real world awake. That was him going even further deeper into someone's subconscious.
Yeah, but I feel like Zeztz has the ability to like conjure up mind doors.
It's literally the final form. It can do whatever the fuck it wants, but I just want some fucking precedence. But again, my point is, if he can make those doors that wake people up from the dream world, why have you not shoved Nem through one? He doesn't know where her body is and whether or not it's safe. That's true. I don't know that fully excuses it. If we at least had the conversation of, oh, would you like me to put a door for you so you can wake up and maybe escape wherever you're being held, and she refuses him, then we could have said, okay, fine, then we'll find a different solution. But speaking of whether or not Nem's physical body is safe, we get this B plot of the episode where Fujimi, quote-unquote, stealthily follows Odaka over to the building in the middle of the fucking forest where him and the lady have been operating out of.
And it looks like it's been like abandoned for like years.
Like, and I just want to comment on Fujimi having absolutely the worst Nat 1 stealth rolls, and
Oh my gosh.
Odaka is either the densest motherfucker, which is a non-zero possibility, or he allowed him to follow him. Because, like, he slid down that hill and screamed a lot, and Odaka was within earshot.
And then, like, Fujimi's still trying to convince him to, like help out, and again, quoting myself last week, no thanks, I'm trying to quit.
Yeah. But apparently Odaka has not fully given up on himself, because he did come here to attempt to save Nem. He even like had a bag of like medical fluids that would have helped her wake up, I guess. Yep. But that really doesn't go anywhere. So we have Punish. So I know Punish hasn't been focused on terribly too much in this show, so we're kind of just speed running through his whole, philosophical spiel about, oh, humanity is full of sin and there's always more people falling asleep for me to punish, and if humans are not evil, why does society have laws, and pride is a sin and greed is a sin and even humanity just existing is a sin. Like, my god, man. Fucking man, I don't even remember what my point was about that. I just, like, this isn't even really important to the central plot of the show, which honestly I'm not even sure what it is anymore. It's just the four main nightmares just doing whatever they want. But like, fucking, I don't know where I was going with this. Can I also just say that the scarf Nem is wearing in this episode looks like she ripped off the end of a carpet.
I loved that shot where like Nem's like talking to Sieg, trying to like persuade him to help, and then like he like slashes and you see like a spill of like spray of blood on like a wall, and I was like, no, and then you just see it's like, oh, he cut her hand, and I was like,
yeah,
oh.
it was Nem's blood on there.
I'm like, no, he did not.
Yeah, when I saw that first, I was like a little concerned. I was like,
Sieg, kill her.
Sieg.
He didn't kill her.
It is funny that the conversation between Nem and Sieg amounted to Nem telling Sieg, you need to pick up after your dog, man.
Basically. It's like, hey, come pick up your dog.
He's your Pokemon. You need to put him back in the ball. We'll get to the hole. Holy hell. Holy hell.
Sieg's got a hole.
So, obviously, as Punish waxes poetic about the sins of humanity, Nem's response is equally fucking abstract bullshit about how people are inherently good and people have the right to have their dreams come true and stuff like that. And what I feel like the part of the conversation we didn't have that should have been happening was, What about people who have evil dreams? Some people are just assholes. Should their dreams come true?
Yes.
Yeah. And then, like, I feel like we're getting a little bit more about Nem's secret latent power blossoming because she does this, like, energy pulse that cracks the gem on Punish's scythe. I don't know if this is actually going to amount to anything.
No, I've been saying it. By the end of this fucking show, she's going to be like the huge plot device.
Probably.
She's the key to everything. She's the key to everything.
Yeah.
100%. If she's not going to be the key to everything, I'll be shocked.
Yeah. So Punish shoots one death energy bolt at Nem, and before she's about to get hit with it, Sieg pushes her out of the way because I guess she succeeded that persuasion check, and promptly gets blasted through his fucking chest in a giant gaping hole with not human flesh meat, but like darkness goop visible in the alcoves of it. So and also between that and the fact that he had no actual reaction to getting shot, was clearly not in any sort of pain as a result of it, we can pretty safely confirm that he is no longer human at this point. Am I wrong?
Sieg is whatever Sieg wants to be.
Yeah, see, that is a perfect thing to say. Sieg can be wherever the fuck Sieg wants.
So
He basically is, so
they say a bunch of more abstract bullshit that I can't figure any sort of significant character development from, that basically amounts to, you don't really want bad dreams, you wanted a dream about bad dreams. Okay.
All right, Nem, whatever you say.
right.
No,
It's
that
like,
was that's what Punish was saying.
Oh, Punish. Oh.
So like they say all this abstract bullshit, and I'm like, what the fuck does any of this really mean or matter? I'm trying so hard with this show, but it just keeps serving me weird, blurry bullshit through its dialogue, and I can't keep track of anyone's real motivations. Maybe I'm just dumb, but God, man, I'm trying. All I can do is just keep in mind that the show is almost over.
Yep.
So we see that Sieg and Punish are separated. Sieg should not be able to henshin, but for some fucking reason, through like just out of pure spite, Sieg puts in the Punish capsum, which we see in one shot is empty, and then through no visible, tangible, actual event to prompt the ability to do so, he fucking henshins into Dawn, and while doing so, the big energy dragon that is supposed to be a manifestation of the Punish Nightmare, who's currently standing 5 feet over that way, just like molts, like it sheds its skin and turns into fire. And I don't understand why this is happening, because like they're making it seem like it's a big whole like, oh, Sieg's finally taking responsibility for his actions. Oh, is this his character arc? Is this him changing? Is this him becoming good? No, it's him telling Punish to go fuck himself. That's all. And then this would have been the fucking perfect opportunity for Dawn to get a new form of any fucking sort. But no, he henshins into the same Punish form, even though he doesn't have Punish as a power anymore. He is no longer connected to Punish. How is he able to henshin into that form still? Fucking man, I feel. Am I the only one who watches this show and tries to keep their brain on? I know this is a children's show, but God. I won't say who it was, but I happened to catch a clip of someone who was watching that henshin on a separate channel, and they were like so excited and like, yeah, that's cool, it's awesome. And I'm like, it's the same form. Why are you excited? Like, this is something new.
Yeah, but it was a really sick henshin though.
It was. I'm sorry, I liked it too.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Okay.
I will, because it's kind of a moment, because it's supposed to be like a cool moment, because it's like Sieg kind of being like, okay, I'm gonna like fight my demons.
It wasn't really. It was not him accepting or like taking responsibility. It was just him going, "Hey, don't you tell me what I am. Fuck you."
Exactly. He's fighting his demons.
Only literally, not emotionally.
Anyways, the headship was cool as fuck. So
the one thing that I will say as a positive to this scene is the fight was visually cool, and that's about all I can say. And oh my fucking god, have we not already thrown aside any logic in this show? So there was payoff to something I've been hoping for since Dawn debuted, but it was woefully unsatisfying. So they scene change into the fucking Mementos jail, and Baku and Nem get put in a jail cell, which
That was really random.
They decide to just chill and let it happen, even though I'm 100% sure they could have broken out if they wanted to.
Sure,
oh,
but
absolutely.
They were just they're trying to push Sieg to like, hey, like, gotta do this, man.
Get your dog.
And then as the fight is happening, Dawn just goes up to Baku and goes, yoink, and takes the fucking X-Dream capsum. And this is opportunity number 2 in this episode, in this fight scene, for Dawn to have a new form or some sort of thing debut. But no, that doesn't happen. He puts it in the Breakum Dawn, and it doesn't even generate a new unique attack. It's just some big shiny sword slashing he does. And then he does the thing I've been hoping he would do and puts a capsum in the chest of his suit. And I'm like, yes, cool. This is so many opportunities. Again, we have an opportunity for Dawn to have a new form or a new power, or at minimum, use the dream rewriting power that X-Dream has. But we get none of that. It's just a big visually flashy fight scene in the sky.
Yeah.
And yes, the fight scene was cool, but this scene has so much wasted potential.
But the suit he has is already cool.
We can have a cooler suit.
I don't think he needed a new one personally.
He's gonna have a fucking Dawn movie, and he'll get a new form in that.
Maybe.
No, that's how that's usually what happens.
I mean, technically, he's still alive, so.
Yeah, well,
we know he's not human. He got a whole blast in his fucking chest and didn't flinch.
Well, he shows up in the next episode, according to the preview.
The question isn't is he still alive or did he survive? We know he's quote unquote alive, but he's definitely not human anymore. So what the fuck doesn't matter?
I don't know.
And then just to cap this all off, as Dawn is going in for the final attack, which another positive I will say, it was cool that his Hisatsu was basically an homage to Kamen Rider Ryuki, where he had the dragon behind him. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then like he spouts more fucking stupid bullshit where he's like, bad dreams surpass bad dreams. Bro,
yeah,
what the fuck does that mean?
I think he means like his bad dreams surpass bad dreams.
Maybe.
Because like, okay, like hear me out on this. So Sieg's whole thing is he loves like creating bad dreams, like the most baddest dreams ever for people, and like having them suffer, blah 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 blah. So what he's trying to say is that the bad dreams he manifests surpass like regular ass bad dreams people have normally. So I think that's what he's trying to say. Is like,
but I feel like he could have just said that.
My bad dreams are better than yours.
Have we seen him actually give anyone aside from Baku and maybe Nem a bad dream? Have we seen him do any of the shit that he's claimed he wanted to do?
Yeah, Zero, Minami. Yeah. He's just like, God damn it. There you go. I found you Sieg's logic. He thinks he's better at bad dreams than anyone else.
All the criminals he killed in the bad dreams, that was a means to an end. He was punishing criminals. Giving people a bad dream, the way he describes it, it feels like he wants it to exist for its own purpose. Like he's doing it for the fun of having people experience bad dreams. But if he goes around killing people, then what was the point of doing it at all? It feels like it's not for the sake of the bad dream. Those bad dreams where he went around killing criminals was just a tool with which to do the killing of criminals. I'm so fucking mad.
No, you don't say.
I never liked Don's character. The only time I liked him was when he was a fucking summon.
Oh, good job, Ichi. Make Decker leave.
Decker is finished with you.
Pissed him off. Good job.
Is this Dawnbrothers level?
Is this
I don't know.
No, it's Dawnbrothers.
Dawn.
That's the name of the episode. Fuck's sake.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah, Punish is dead. Cool. He got to be the focus for one episode. I will not turn off my brain. Do you know what show you're listening to? The point of this show is to turn my brain way higher than it should be while watching it.
Well, also, I have
Do
to
any
counter,
of us have brains?
Also, I have to counter with this again, because like Vegas has been saying it too. It's a show about dreams. So again, dreams, anything is possible.
And dreams are abstract, blurry, and don't make any fucking sense. So if considering that, it's the most on-brand shit in the entire season. I miss Zero.
Yeah, right. I
miss
also
Zero
miss
too.
Zero. We all miss Zero.
And how have we gone this whole fucking season and not had a Sandman form or monster or anything?
Oh yeah, I guess because dreams are involved.
Right.
Where's the sleep powder?
So anyway, Punish is dead. So 2 of our 4 fucking Nightmare Shiteno are dead. We have more than 2 episodes left, so I'm gonna guess that fucking Phantom and Oblivion are not also summarily murdered in the next 2 episodes. Unless they just secretly pull out another villain out of nowhere. Sieg's characterization was fairly consistent with what we've seen before, which is abstract, stupid, and makes no sense. Yes, consistent is the best thing I can say!
Also, can I just say, it like honestly freaked me out when Oblivion started fucking talking.
Yeah, I hate that it still has the baby voice.
That's
I
fine.
know, it's so weird, dude.
Well, it's because it's still the baby nightmare. It's just evolved.
It's fitting, but it's also just a little weird.
Ataro says he hit puberty. If it hit puberty, it would have had a deeper voice.
Yeah, balls would have dropped.
His capsims would have dropped. So, yeah, so it looks like next episode is going to be focused on Oblivion and remembering that he's got the Somnia capsim still inside him. Apparently he's going to be erasing the dream world and or Nem's memories, which I call Nemeries.
Oh, yeah. Rip Nem. Also, where the fuck is her body?
That I think they have her body in the, like, evil lord room.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but
Which is but isn't that room in the dream world? So is her physical body in the dream that her dream body?
I don't know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, but where is her real body? Like, where is it? Like, where is it?
Honestly, and like, hear me out on this. I think Nem legit only exists in the dream world. I don't think there's an actual physical version of her.
I want to say we saw it, but that was in the premonition.
That was the premonition. I don't think Nem has a legit physical ass body.
That would suck.
What if that's the twist?
Yeah, it is the twist.
That
No,
would-
because
that would
I'm thinking
suck.
about it. When we get to the second half of the show, and like we see the lady and blah 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 blah, we do not see Nem's actual body.
Phantom
Like, in
said the
her
barrier
better
between
place.
physical and dream world was broken. That is also kind of a factor.
Oh, that's true. But yeah, so
Everything else from the premonition has come true. Not the part where Baku got murdered.
Because they were able to reverse that.
Sure, but because they defied the premonition, that's not... Who's to say other things couldn't have also not happened? Anyways, I have run out of spoons with which to give a fuck.
anyways, Sneak's still a fun ass character, and I'm glad he killed his demons. So
He killed himself, the demon.
And even though Punish is dead, I'm gonna guess that he'll still be able to fucking henshin somehow.
his
Probably.
heart grew 3 sizes that day.
No, if anything, his heart was blown out of his chest.
Yeah,
Oh my
and then
gosh.
he fixed the hole in his heart.
Accurate.
Anyways, Sieg was fucking cool this episode, so
I love Sieg. He's a good character.
yeah, he's really fun. All right, Jochuk.
Goodbye.
Wait a minute, I can't start it with that because Gavans are revoked right now. So
Oh yeah, Ungaban.
Unjochuk.
Unchuck.
Can't do it.
I laughed my ass off at literally the opening shot of the episode of Reiji just looking at his Gavarian trigger. My brain went right to the Pete Holmes Badman sketch. Is this a gun?
No, my joke was just like when you're looking at your DX Gavari trigger, realizing it's still not a memorial one.
All right.
All right.
I want a memorial Gavarian trigger, damn it! I want an accurate fucking trigger that can actually fit on your whole hand.
Oh, Tara Zed saying he was doing it because there's a scratch on his gun as a result of the movie that just happened.
Yes, because apparently the movie takes place between like the last episode and this episode.
All right. So, not based on no information that it would work and fully of his own accord, Date has decided in response to being told that he is still not yet compatible with the technology that would allow him to cross dimensions. He has decided that he needs to improve his body, so he is just exercising at the start of the episode. No one told you to do that. No one gave you any sort of implication that that would fix it. But okay, you do you, bro.
He wanted to try. It's okay.
Sure.
Give the man some effort.
Sure. And a minute later, if not less, Hatsune and Kunai come in, and the solution is Bluetooth yourself to an Imorgear.
Basically. And I like when they were like, "Oh, do you have a Imorgear to like connect yourself to? Like, do you have an Imorgear partner?" And he looks down, he's like all sad, and then Yukaider just fucking shows up out of nowhere. I was like, that's kind of cute though.
I'm so interested in the fact that Date and Yukaider are partnering up, because let's remember that Yukaider was the Imorgear that Reiji's mentor Gato used to become one of the previous Gavans. Could this maybe be potential Date becoming a Gavan later?
Maybe. But honestly, if you think about it, the higher being was kind of pretty pissed. So I don't know.
I gotta say, it was a very wholesome moment when like they go to like another Earth, and then he's so fucking excited that he's able to walk around.
he's like running around the field, and then he runs up to Reiji, and Reiji's like, about time, man.
No, yeah, he's like, oh, I can finally fight alongside you, Reiji. Reiji's just like, fuck yeah, man! I've been waiting for this moment. Yeah.
Time. And I was like, oh, that's cute.
Like,
I was like, bromance.
That was
he's like saying thank you.
genuinely heartwarming moment.
It was really nice.
I liked it.
Yeah, so
although I'm gonna dip into my usual scene critiquing self and go, now all they said about Date not being able to go to other dimensions is that if he left the ship, his body would decompose. Now I'm pretty sure that if he was going to decompose, that would have happened the second they, at minimum, opened the door and Date was standing there exposed to the air and atoms of that universe. So I feel like Date should have realized the second they opened the door and he didn't immediately disintegrate that he was fine.
No, but there was an episode where he like did show up on another Earth, and he did like last like a minute or two before he started like
Did he?
wearing down. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember that. He like showed up on another Earth for like a couple minutes, and then he started to like go like, oh, this sucks.
Oh, I forgot.
So,
okay. All right.
Yeah, it was a flashback.
I retract my statement, my criticism. Valid.
There you go. Anyways, Kunai's sister's the fucking goat. So
I love that they keep doing this bit where Kunai is like trying to be nice to her, and like he puts his hand on her shoulder, and she immediately goes, "Don't fucking touch me."
Also, I love she also criticizes him for not going through doors.
Yeah.
Valid.
Right here, bro.
Even though we've seen him do that.
No, he didn't go through a door. He opened the door for other people and then peeked his head in a little bit.
The point is, he interacted with a door. So the solution they have to fix. Well, that's a whole. That's. I'm not gonna touch on that. So yes, Kunai and Hatsune come in with the solution that is the reason why Hatsune used a giant fucking needle to extract Reiji's blood, and that is the fucking Daiza for the Imor gears that you could buy, but with a couple of other doohickeys hooked up to it. They just like pop Yukaider into it, bloop 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 bloop, fucking Pokeball center sound, and then it's done. Date can now exist on other dimensions.
Oh, okay. I need to go into a little rant here because this
Please, by all means.
Okay, so we have our three Maku generals that we've had. So we've the top hat dude, the crime lady dude. I don't remember their names. And then we just have this
the fucking teacher.
Last minute shoehorned
the teacher, yeah.
We've only seen for one episode. And they just make her such a big deal, in general and stuff. And I'm just sitting here do you not deserve any of this?
It is kind of funny how it goes criminal, jealous teacher.
We were talking about before we started recording the chat, and it's she's jealous of Kiki's genius and stuff, and that's why she wanted to get rid of her. But I feel like if they wanted to write this character better, because we don't ever see a boss that Kiki and Kodo answer to, and so I feel like she should have been their boss, but also was their teacher in back when they were in school, and then she just secretly was always jealous of Kiki's genius and being Gavan, and that's why she had the motivation to betray them to join the Maku space and try to take her out as Gavan. So but instead they're oh, they used to be her teacher and she's jealous of Kiki's genius and she just gets paid to.
Even though her and Kiki were never in direct competition, Kiki was a student of hers. But
yeah,
Ataro in the chat brings up a good point. The reason this is so out of nowhere is because they spent all of Kiki and Koto's airtime with Fade.
That's because Fade was sort of their villain, but then Fade ended up being a really nice guy, and then we found out he's doing all this shit to help his mom, and I'm all right.
You know what I think would have been a really good way to handle this instead? We spend all this time learning that Fade is a good guy, and then what we do is we have Fade get propositioned by Mikage and Azazolth and go, if you join our cult, we'll heal your grandmother. And he goes, bet.
Yeah, no, that would actually been an interesting thing.
That's how we make Fade the villain of the Iota universe.
There you go.
And it could be willingly, or it could be an undercover, phantom thief kind of arrangement where he tricks us result in the end. Who knows?
But yeah, also Date really surprised me. I didn't expect him to be as fighting capable as he is.
We've seen him mix it up with Reiji in the Alpha universe. He is just a dude with a gun. But he gets up in there.
He is part of the Galactic Police, so he is a cop technically.
He is a cop. He is a cop. He is a cop with a gun. So,
yeah, because I gotta remember, they're all cops. It's just Reiji's Gavan. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we get the. I love that when we reconnect with Lilugie, the castle that she has relocated to is one we've seen in other toku. The most prominent example I can think of is the castle from the episode where Geet's fever boost happens. You remember that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, Aggie with a gun. That was good.
Oh, dude, the fucking
they
shot where
that shot.
Yeah, that shot where she just turns her head over, and I'm just oh my god.
And then they fucking cap it. They cap it off by scrolling back to the others, and they just give this thumbs up that definitely doesn't hide how the two of them have erections.
I really want the thumbnail to just be that shot of Aggie, and then just put underneath in captions just goodbye as fuck. Just
goodbye as fuck.
Goodbye AF.
And it's just set to Dreamweaver.
That does need to be a sticker.
Dreamweaver.
Yeah.
She's a bullet.
Karasumaru at least got a couple of episodes. He had his first one, and then the one where he came back and where he first had the armored helmet thing. So at least
Oh, I also love when like the dude fucking shoots Setsuna and he's like, "Yeah, I got you," and he just gets up. He's like, "What?" He's like, "Bro, do you know what the fuck
By
I
the
am?"
way, I'm
No.
immortal.
that was so
Immortal
funny.
bitch.
He just point blank shoots Setsuna, and I guess he never found out before that moment that Setsuna wasn't a normal human.
Yeah, he's just like, "I'm immortal, bitch." And
I'm a
like,
fucking
"Yeah, you are."
android, you dumbass.
Yeah, I thought he was like, "Oh, I shot you in the heart," though. And I thought he was gonna be like, "Bitch, I don't have a heart."
And speaking of Morrow, the shot where they like sneak up onto his like headquarters and then he blows up the door and you just see the cops go flying was so funny.
Oh,
I don't feel it. You don't have a heart, and you don't have a brain.
And you don't have a face. Meanwhile, I guess Sakaura is her name, the teacher from Iota. While the others are like amassing their crime syndicates, I guess because of her connection to Azazulf and the other followers of Azazulf, the teacher gets upgraded to special advisor for a fucking corporation of some sort.
That was so random.
It feels like she got hired as like the religious consultant, where it's like,
Right?
I will be your go-between between your company and Azazulf, and through the blessing of our Dark Lord, we will all prosper and be rich, I guess.
I love when they start fighting like Kiki and Kodo, and just like the corporate boss is just like, he's like, give me some of that shit too, and she's like, all right.
It's so funny because like she spawns a fucking arm gun with the Imor gear she's got, and the fucking businessman she's partnered up with like rolls his sleeve up, and I feel like that was like a moment of, oh, can I have an arm gun? And she probably responds with, no, you all get to be evil berserk. Only I get the arm gun. Only I am Mega Man.
That was funny.
I'm sure everyone enjoyed that shot of Kiki's very, very high kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
So
Just
as
like
everyone
Kiki
is fighting, they all put their Imor gears in, but none. Oh, one more thing about the whole Don Morrow thing. At one point, he says, "My world doesn't have a place for monsters." He says seconds before spawning a fucking monster. The gun arm is retooled from the first criminal in episode 1. Yes, I do remember that the arm gun was a thing previously. So they all attempt to Jochok, and we know it's not going to work because last episode, Mr. Space God Supreme Commander said that the Gavan system has been disabled, but none of them notice, even though when they put the Imor gears into their triggers, they haven't been activated. So I don't know if it was a case where in the heat of combat, all 4 of them forgot to press their fucking buttons, or if they did and just were too stupid to notice that they did not open.
As he's clicking his fucking Bushido one.
Correct. So that they all attempt to head to Jochok, but none of them are working. Obviously, immediate panic on all sides.
They tried to Jochok, but instead they had a no chock.
That's the Ichiest joke you've said all night.
Fuck yeah. Well, I learned from the best, man. But yeah, and then like Reggie like goes into like what I'm just calling like Gavan
The God Von dimension.
no, Gavan limbo, as I call it.
Gavanbo?
Yeah, no chalk for Joe Chalk. That's right. And it's like, wait, like it's you, like the guide. He's like, oh, I'm just taking a form that's like most comfortable to you guys.
Now that part was a little confusing. It seemed from that line specifically that it was a case of no, this guy is not the space god. I am just a formless space god who is taking this person's form in order to convey to you things in Japanese. But I feel like based on the rest of the conversation that he actually is the space god, and that's just the human form he takes. There is not a separate person with that form. And I believe this is safe to confirm when we later find out as Corel walks into the conversation and we find out that Corel is also one of the space gods. Because he said, like, in walks Corel, who like supports Reiji's argument about being Gavan, and the other one just goes, "Are you going native, living among the humans?" So yes, both of them are the space gods who are in charge of the space military.
Yeah, that was cool finding. That was cool finding out that like Reggie's boss was also one of them. And I'm like, oh,
Which
Yeah,
honestly
that's kinda
makes
cool.
sense because that explains why he had the vision at the start of the show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because for a normal human to just have prophetic visions like that went unexplained until this episode. So here's where we get into the bit where we can pretty much safely all agree that this space Gavan god is kind of an asshole. So he waxes about how the Gavans are designed to balance out the light and darkness of the universe. And he mentions that multiple Gavans existing in one universe, quote unquote, distorts the Akashic records that we have to be beheld to. They fully do not say jack shit the rest of this episode about what the Akashic records are, why you are beheld to them, and what will happen if you continue to ignore the will of one Gavan per universe. But I feel like that's kind of out the door already because we have already had multiple Gavans existing in one universe, literally this entire show and further beyond, because both Infinity and Death Gavan have existed in Alpha Universe. So I feel like whatever penalty there may or may not be for multiple Gavans existing in one universe maybe isn't as big a deal as you seem to be making it. So when Reiji brings up this point of, oh, I've been going back and forth between multiple universes, each of which has their own Gavan, and you haven't really said jack shit about it, so what's up with that? And the god responds with, oh, I've been letting you do that in order to lure Death Gavan out. So you loosened his leash, which means it is fully within your power to allow multiple Gavans to exist in one universe. So I feel like this isn't quite so strict a requirement as you are making it sound like, my dude.
I know. Honestly, the higher being was kind of pissing me off this episode.
Right?
He was making me a little frustrated. I'm like, so you're kind of treating them like your lapdogs, but then you say that you're not, and it's like, oh, we only let you be Gavan because we let you, and it's like, so you're not treating them as your lapdogs, but you're also the only ones who are allowing this to happen. It's like, I don't think that's how that works, dude.
Now, the next place my brain went to hearing this conversation is, so if you, as the god of the Gavan system, have the ability to lock Gavans out of your system and prevent them from henching, why was your immediate response to Death Gavan going rogue not disabling his Immor gear the way you have just done to everyone else? And I guess the explanation to that we can, I'm assuming the explanation to that is what was explained shortly after I had that thought of Death Gavan has transcended both gods and apparently isn't a servant of Azazelth and is in fact rising against both of them.
Interesting.
So I guess we can conclude from that the quote-unquote universal truth that Mikage has been waxing about is not Azazelth or whatever bullshit he wants to do, but something fully unrelated that will require getting rid of both of them.
This is some fucking Stargate bullshit. Because like I said like before, I talked about this before, but there's like a race of like beings called like the Ascended or whatever, like the Ancients, and like they're ascended beings, and they're like, you know, they can't interfere and stuff like that, but they're like they're better than humans. And then there's this one villain named Anubis who's like half ascended but not, but he's also thinks he's like better than the ancient. It's super weird. So like you're talking about this shit with Death Gavan, I'm just like, that sounds like Anubis from Stargate.
Maybe that's where they got inspired by.
I mean, if they got inspired by Stargate, fucking all power to them. Hell yeah.
As Tara, as much as I would love to, I don't think we can include original Gavan in the whole one Gavan per universe thing because it is clearly a different continuity, or else we would have at least mentioned those Gavans in some capacity.
Tara asked me, does OG Gavan answer to God? No, in fact, like Gavan's whole thing is like, you know, that is his name, Gavan. Everything involving the space sheriffs come from Planet Bird, from what the original show established.
As the Nazca symbol.
It's all man-made.
Yeah.
There is nothing about like a higher power or anything. This feels like the writer's just sort of trying to circle jerk himself around with the whole god. Like when you start dealing with the whole god thing, you're just sort of, I hate to say, you're just jerking yourself off. I should know. I wrote characters involving the whole god thing.
I should know. I've jerked off before.
That's what I was. I should know about jerking myself off. But it is so weird that they've turned being a technology-themed space cop into a fucking religion.
This is not Neon Genesis Evangelion. You are not Tengden Topa Gurren Lagann. Like, you don't, like, these writers don't need to be as philosophical as they really need to be with their writing about a guy that has a gun that turns into a robot.
So basically, the Gavan god's like, no, you can't Gavan, and Reiji just responds with, but what if we could Gavan? And he's
Now,
like,
before we get to that part, Before we get to that part, one part of the god's speech, I don't think we ever got an actual name for this fucking space god. Just
Momotaros.
The higher dimensional being is how the subs say.
Yeah, basically the higher being, I guess.
It's just Momotaros.
So God Von says, all Gavans who do not conform to our will shall be stripped of their power. And my immediate response is, kindly explain what the fuck Bushido did wrong. Like,
yeah, what did Bushido do?
Reiji, we can say that he's been jumping back and forth between universes repeatedly. Kiki and Kodo, we can say their crime was passing the Gavan powers back and forth and then undoing the price of paying the memory. Kunai also has been jumping around back and forth between universes. But what the fuck did Bushido do that required stripping him of his power?
Was Bushido in that giant fight that I saw moments of in the last episode?
Yes.
Therefore, he was a part of a activity that was not properly confirmed by the Gavan gods, as you guys are putting them. Therefore, he should be. Therefore, it is a penalty for helping.
So everyone else got to do it so many times before they get punished, but Bushido, one and done.
This is what happens when you try to be a good Samaritan, people. Sorry, this is what happens when you get to be a good Samaritan, people. You get punished for your good deeds.
Yeah. I feel like we didn't dwell enough during this conversation on what was clearly the inciting incident to make Godvan decide to turn off the Gavans, which was Kiki and Koto's shenanigans with the whole passing power to Koto, paying the memory to do so, and then Reiji using the power of Kingdom Hearts to undo that memory price. I feel like that should have been more clearly like, all right, these two defied me and you helped them do it, so fuck all four of you. Because when you look at the facts involved, that's what happened. The God Von didn't put his foot down until those incidents. It wasn't just a case of, you've tried for 23 episodes to stop Death Gavan, and you haven't done it, so now I'm going to pull the plug and replace you with younger, hotter Gavans. Another thing that was interesting and was a very, very brief passing mention was, there was mention that Yami Makuru, which is the name that was given to Reiji's powers, apparently is Azazulth's Imorgir. That was interesting, and I hope we learn more about that.
I mean, we got one episode left, so I don't think so.
Who the fuck knows? So anyway, Karel walks in and says some vague abstract bullshit to the effect of, Reiji is helping people, so you should allow them to do that. And Godvan, after spending half of the fucking episode throwing a tantrum, just decides, okay, approved. So all the Gavans get their powers back.
Yep.
One thing before that happens, another thing I wanted to briefly mention is the fights during this episode are actually pretty cool. Maro straight up breaks Setsuna's Boken, and of course the response to that is, why are you using a fucking wooden sword to fight criminals?
Because I don't think he can summon the sword itself until he henshins. So use
a real fucking katana.
No. Does that have a real fucking katana?
And then there was, Itaro's mentioned the next thing that was really weird, really intense was the teacher straight up puts Kiki through a table. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. She's fine.
So anyway, God Von approves everyone Jochaku's. We don't get the stock Jochaku, but it is right at the end of the episode. So I've got fingers crossed that at the start of the final episode we will see the group stock Jochak. And yeah, next episode will be the finale. I guess we fight Death Gavan, and everything comes into a neat little bow. Hopefully,
Everything's going to Jochaku.
Translator's note: Jochaku means electroplate.
Yep. It was cool shit. I'm glad Reggie had the protagonist ability to just tell the gods, "Hey, fuck you. We need to be gone," and they're like, "Okay."
Basically.
That's still a weird word, isn't it?
What, God Von?
No, electroplate.
I don't know how accurate of a translation that is, but that is the translation that people seem to give it most of the time.
Oh no, that is like the official translation that Toei is given. Jochak is electroplate. They did it with the
I do
Blu-ray
know,
of Gavan, and for the Infinity trailer, they translated it as electroplate.
I do know that the Japanese word for to equip something is sochak, so that it is like equipping it.
Just two things. One, I know you guys fucking hate it. It just makes me think, man, Dex really had the wrong transformation call. His should have been Rider transform, and the VR Trooper should have been saying electroplate activate.
That would have been a bit more on brand.
And two, just to go with the whole Gavan thing, Akira Kushida actually got a interview done or translated into English today about his thoughts about Kenji Oba's unfortunate passing,
Mm-hmm.
in which he was truly devastated by it.
Yeah, of course.
But he said wherever he is now, he's probably, spreading the good word of Gavan now, wherever he is.
Yeah. All
0
right.
out of 10, Akira Kushida never got a song in Gavan Infinity.
True.
You have the goat. The goat can still sing. Where is the goat?
Let the goat drop the sick bleats.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Gavan episode?
My favorite part is where Gavan finds the puppy and he's like, "This is my puppy now."
What?
Not that Gavan. Gavan Infinity, Gar.
I thought you were about to say my favorite part where Gavan all over those guys.
My favorite part is when Ichijo shows up and he's like, "Well, did you see the UFO that showed up?" And he's like, "What? No, you're crazy. There's no UFO there."
UFO.
My favorite part is when Ultraman shows up and he tells Infinity, "Hey, so we have these guys called the Absolutians. We need your help with them. You got a cool laser cannon, right? What if we fill that with spacium energy?
What if
Don't worry, we got a blue guy over here. His name's Ultraman Hikari. He'll tech you out." What
if Ultraman became a Gavan?
They're technically already they're already space cops.
Gavan Ultra.
Space warriors, more so.
These warriors.
They are in
reference.
fact warriors of light.
All right. Anyways, Fighter D time.
Yeah. Man, that is a very awkward bumper.
It's the best I could throw together.
And they rushed this ending.
Yeah, it's as if it didn't even decide to follow the actual plot of the manga.
Okay, so there's one thing I liked about these episodes. I'm sorry if I don't remember anyone's names because I kind of, oh my god, that's cool. Gavan Ultra.
Sick as shit.
That's fucking badass. It's kind of like the Ultraman manga inspired a little bit.
Yeah.
That's pretty
sick.
badass. Again, I don't remember anyone's fucking names because I don't know.
Everyone blurs together.
Describe.
The monster, the head of the monster called
Death Machia.
Yeah, Death Machia. I kind of liked the whole thing where he was a gigantic super fan of the monster.
Let me talk about his name real quick. So the sub that I watched spelled his name as Death Messia, like Mecia, but I'm pretty sure the name is, if not supposed to be, at least inspired by or like a play on Death Messiah.
Yeah.
Well, in the I watched the English dub and they say Death Messiah.
Yeah. So yeah,
anyways, I liked his obsession with like Death Messiah, and he's like, yeah, I want to become him.
Yeah, so it turns out Yakushi was just the biggest kaijin dork on the planet.
Oh yeah, we already knew that.
Yeah. So yeah, just to briefly recap for Ali. So basically, the way the show works is it's a world where the Dragon Keepers, who are like the Sentai, they have been quote unquote defending Earth from invading monsters in like a weekly Sunday showdown, which was posited like it was a performance, or rather it is a performance, but they posit it like they're really saving the world, but it's all a farce because the monsters were defeated a while ago and they are being left, the remnants of the evil invading force that didn't die are being left alive so that the Dragon Keepers can maintain the illusion of defending the planet and continue to have jobs.
Interesting.
If you've seen The Boys, it's basically the same, where the Sentai are just straight up murderous, fucked up assholes.
Oh my gosh.
And the protagonist is one of the like mooks, the little Sentoin fighters. Remember the shocker grunts from Comrade Ichigo you saw a couple weeks ago?
Oh yeah.
Basically, our protagonist is one of those guys.
Oh, interesting.
And it starts
for like
out
the last
as
13 years of just being a mook.
Yeah. So the show starts off as this mook, Fighter D, we just call him D, going, so hey, I hate maintaining this illusion of us fighting the Dragon Keepers to lose every week. I'm going to invade the Sentai in disguise, infiltrate the organization to blend from within and murder all of the Sentai. So the first season is largely about him infiltrating the Sentai disguised as a human he happens to meet, and he swaps places with him. And then that guy who he swapped with proceeds to do fucking nothing the rest of the show. Even though the show posits him as a very important character in the story, and I'm sure the manga does a much better job of making him important, but he does literally fucking nothing in the anime.
Yeah. So I'll just be totally blunt. If you're actually interested in this, just read the manga. That's the general thought. It is the better. It's the better version of the story where the anime. So shockingly, this is it. Episode 24. You know how many chapters at this point they have adapted up to that point? Take a wild guess.
12.
No.
Okay.
125 chapters.
Oh.
I was gonna chance a guess that it was in the triple digits.
Wow.
Like 14 and a half volumes worth of manga adapted into 24 episodes.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly summarize the major story beats. So the first arc is him infiltrating the Sentai, becoming a trainee, raising up through the ranks, going through a couple of different exams. It's kind of like the organization is structured like the captains and lieutenants from Bleach. I don't know if you've watched Bleach, but it's like each Sentai color has their own department, organization, building, specialties. So they do this whole training arc where they try to apply to the Sentai. He gets chosen for the Green Division, and then as we ramp through that, we learn about the identity of the boss monsters of the EVO organization, and it turns out there are 12 of them, and they're each themed after the Chinese zodiac, so they're different animals. The big one of season 1 is Peltrola, who is the rooster one, and then season 2 is Fighter D in disguise as Hibiki Sakurama, joining the Green Squad, whose mission is to hunt down the remaining boss monsters who are not yet dead. So we start meeting more of them throughout season 2, and that leads into this whole arc where they're trapped in an illusionary school. And then that ramps up to the whole Monster Protection Society trying to basically fuck up society because they feel bad for monsters. And that's what leads us to this.
Interesting.
Yeah. There's a lot of very fun and interesting concepts at play, but the show does a very bad job of pacing it correctly. And my biggest problem with the show has always been that Fighter D's motivations are wildly unclear, inconsistent, and not interesting. But I will say, there's one part in one of these 2 episodes where it all kind of makes sense. I forget where it is, and it really doesn't matter, But there's one point where D has a fucking epiphany where he realizes all I've been doing is chasing the high, the adrenaline of that moment where I killed Blue Keeper, because he kills the Blue Ranger, or at least is a part of that fight. He's fucking Xenos.
Cool.
Ali knows it's a character, a villain from FF14. All he's been doing is chasing the adrenaline of combat, of murder, of victory.
Oh, wow.
That's why none of what he's doing is making sense. He just wants to fight somebody, and it doesn't fucking matter who.
Crazy.
He attacks literally anyone with next to no provocation, and sometimes no provocation.
Oh my gosh.
He attacks his allies. He attacks his enemies. He attacks fucking anyone who looks at him weird.
Wow.
And while that is my biggest problem with him as a character, and why I don't think he deserves to be the protagonist of the show, when he finally voices that line, it starts to make a little bit of sense. Not to a point where it justifies him, but at least it's something rather than nothing.
Fair enough.
Okay, so we discover in this episode, I don't know if it was mentioned before, but we discover that Usukubo, Angel, is both human and monster. We get the backstory about Yakushi, who is her dad.
Yeah, so just to briefly explain. One, this is where Usukubo, in the manga, this is where Usukubo is revealed to be half monster, not where in the anime they revealed it like 2 episodes prior.
Yep.
And second, the whole thing with her dad and her mother being like you know, basically being Greg and Rose from Steven Universe.
Yeah, except it's less, hey, this is a beautiful woman who happens to be an alien. It's no, her dad was straight up a monster fucker.
Yeah, where the manga, like, again, I know I keep harping the manga, like, oh, they didn't do this in the manga, they didn't do this in the manga. Well, when you have the source material and just say fuck you to the source material,
it's hard to steer away from it.
You're not doing a good job at adapting the story.
Yeah.
Considering that her father had entire, like, I want to say 2 or 3 chapters of his, like, just for his origin story.
Yeah.
And the anime went, no, we're not doing it. Exposition. It's like, you're already screwing up the show don't tell issue.
Yeah,
I would rather see it in a full episode than you briefly explain it within 5 minutes in an episode.
So they kind of go back and forth between the 2 episodes, but I just want to talk about Angel Usukubo's story in its entirety as we learn it in these episodes. So it's posited when we meet Usukubo and Yakushi, or Angel and Yakushi, that Yakushi is her father. But then we discover that no, that is not actually the case. So what happened is Yakushi fell in love with Jula Merida, one of the boss monsters, because he's just that much of a kaijin dork, I guess. And I will say, she did take a human form, at least in some form or an illusion, so maybe he didn't actually fuck the monster. But
he fucked the monster. We all know he did.
Probably. But we discover that Angel was not in fact their child. So in the wake of random monster attack in the past, Yakushi apparently just happened to find an orphan kid in the street, presumably whose parents were murdered by the destruction. And during that attack, Jula Merida, I guess, took enough damage to where she was in a critical state. And apparently one of her powers is just being able to possess a human body and, like, rest inside it in order to, I guess, recover. They don't really say if the point of doing so was so that she could eventually reemerge. But apparently Angel is not, in fact, half human, half monster. Jula Merida is just nestled inside of her, which manifests by her having the odd-colored eyes and the weird, freaky angel monster powers we see her use in this episode, including sprouting wings, haha, Angel, and this, like, halo energy attack. So it's kind of fucked up that Yakushi just straight up kidnapped an orphan off the street and indoctrinated her into thinking she was his daughter, which I guess presumably must have involved erasing her memories of whatever life she had before that day. because
Yeah, it's pretty fucked
she
up.
did not question it at all at any point that we saw.
She's like, okay.
So
Also, can I just say one of the things that I thought about the show was really funny is that they fight with lightsabers.
oh yeah, the
Yeah.
dragon gadgets.
Yeah, they're just basically lightsabers.
It's so
How can we fight with beam swords?
it's so funny that these tiny shitty little things are the plot device by which anyone in this show who is not a dragon keeper or a monster has any sort of chance in combat against the aforementioned parties. Because were it not for those shitty little dragon gadgets, those people would just get straight up murdered on sight.
Yeah.
I get it's to keep these other less powered characters more relevant in the story, but it's such a lazy plot device. Literally
plot
device.
devices. Herpaderps. Suzukiri's whole plot reveal in this episode, in these two episodes as well, being the last priestess of the actual dragon keepers. Therefore, she needs to stay alive, and that's why she has a bunch of clones that are now nude.
Because if she
Fan
dies,
service.
yeah. Because if there is not a living member of the dragon priestess clan, I guess all of the divine artifacts powering the Sentai stop working.
So I guess that actually explains why she wants to get all the artifacts back, because it feels like her family has been tainted by the dragon keepers. It's basically abusing her family heirlooms.
That's what it's basically this stuff belongs to my family and you've been appropriating the shit out of my culture.
It's like Lane, who wrote The Watchmen? I got a computer. I can just look it up. Alan Moore?
Alan Moore, that was it.
Yeah. So so it's sort of like an Alan Moore situation. He wrote Watchmen, and DC made a deal with him of like, once the book's out of print, you have these characters to yourself again. Take a wild guess on which book hasn't been out of print since it first came out.
Fun.
Yeah. That's a giant middle finger to the actual creator.
So an explosion happens at the Monster Society, and we get the final formal reveal of Death Messiah's form, which has been less than subtly taunted in the season 2 opening the entire season, but now we finally get to see it unsilhouetted. And I will say the Death Messiah design is pretty badass. I think that's a pretty good final boss suit.
I liked it.
It's pretty neat. It feels like an RPG type of villain.
Yeah. Definitely looks like a Final Fantasy last boss of some sort.
Yeah. So looks like something Sonic would have fought in the mid-2000s.
Yep. Sonic and the Secret Sentai.
Yeah, it's like pretty much.
I thought it was cute too when one of the ranger guys like goes to like the other fighters and he's like begs them to like help out.
Oh yeah,
Wait, is
Robbie.
a fighter helping us?
No, but like I like in the English dub, it was really cute because they're like, huh, this is kind of weird, and then like 3 of them just like show up in a shot. But I kind of like this.
Yeah,
seeing them like beg for their help.
Arabe rolls the nattest of 20s persuasion, and he begs the Dusters to help him get down to the battlefield so he can help protect humanity. And the Dusters are immediately swayed because they like that someone is asking for their help, so they just decide to full fucking turncoat and discard the entire arrangement and go help the Sentai fight against Death Messiah.
And they make a giant ass bridge out of fighters.
Deathpack form bridge.
I don't fully understand why that was necessary. Was like the entire other direction fully blocked off? Could they not have escaped that way?
You're heading towards the danger.
I guess. But that
like
bit where they
Tara
walked
said,
over them was funny.
It's like what Tara said. The whole thing with the Dusters, anime only.
I mean, I appreciate wanting to keep as many characters as relevant as possible. Did we ever... I don't know if they ever showed how or why he was up there in the first place.
I honestly don't remember why he was up there.
Yeah. So Death Mess. Well, we'll get to the power up. So Death Messia comes out and starts basically waging war against humanity. And I love that his whole thing was, I'm going to reverse the ratio of humans and monsters so that humans know the pain that monsters went through. And then a sentence later, he says, it's for equality. And I'm like, do you fucking know what equality means? That's not what equality means.
He's a hypocrite.
And it was funny when he's like, oh, see, monsters and humans like working together. This is exactly what I want. Don't you guys all want this? And they're like, no,
no one wants this. Only you want this.
Right.
And I also love that bit where Yakushi just starts nerding out, where you see the flashback where he's watching the old Toku show and he's like studying all of Death Messia's powers, like the flames, the mind reading, the clones, the arm extending. And then literally says to everyone while he's fighting them, I'm the only one who understands Death Messia, his character arc, his subtlety, his beauty. And I'm like, oh my god, we are watching a fucking nerd.
And I'm just thinking of it, I'm like, and he got all this just from an episode preview.
We are watching what would happen if someone let Birdly be the protagonist.
Because I think I mentioned it when we last watched the show. The Dragon Keeper show in universe got canceled.
Yep.
It got pulled. So Death Machia was never like truly defeated, in which we'll get to how they defeat him in the show here proper. So it's like he just saw the preview for the next episode and figured out what his whole thing was.
I'm staying faithful to the original source material, unlike you, posers. Like, oh my god, he's a gatekeeping nerd.
I wonder if he knows where Woody's finest hour is.
I think the funniest shit though was when like they're fighting the Rangers are like fighting Dithmasia or whatever, and then like Fighter D comes in and he like kicks him in the face and he like breaks his horn, and then there's just like a flashback where it's like, well, if he's copying Dithmasia's like exactly, then he would also have to incorporate his weakness, which is his horn on his head, and
which
if he
is
breaks the
so
horn,
funny because he's absolutely the kind of nerd who would do that.
yeah,
have to be perfect.
Of it.
Yeah, so I thought that was really funny that it's like, oh, of course you'd incorporate his own fucking weakness.
So we get this B-plot scene where D and Angel are fighting, and then Izome comes in, still pissed off about the previous Blue Keeper getting murdered. And then like Usukubo pulls out this like artifact replica, which is this tiny fucking jawbreaker looking thing, and Izome gets a hand on it, and even though at no fucking point did anyone even briefly or subtly indicate that in order to activate it you had to eat it, she just decides to just fucking down it. And it promptly flash forwards her one arm through 1,000,000 exercise days and gives her a Akira style roided out one arm.
Yeah.
This is why I was supposed to go in through,
I thought you were gonna say it was supposed to be a suppository.
It's pretty intense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes.
Oh, I thought I heard you sniffle like you were supposed to snort it.
It was pretty intense though, because like Fire D tries to get away, and then like she like cuts her leg, breaks one of his legs off.
Yeah,
because he can't regenerate the leg.
Because the fighters and monsters can only be truly damaged by the artifacts. When she gets a hand on his leg, it actually does lasting damage, because normally the monsters and the fighters are immortal. So even
now he has a peg leg.
Yeah. It's so funny before that happens, Izome's just stabbing the shit out of him, even though she can see it's not really doing anything. It also makes it really funny and kind of futile, the fact that D and Angel are fighting at all, because again, D is immortal and nothing you can do can actually damage him, because you don't. Well, she did have the replica, but the fact that she went so long in the fight without pulling it out is just like, why are we wasting time?
Just to be equal, I guess. It's a rivalry thing.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else picked up on this joke besides me, because I am so anti-Dawnbrothers coded, but at the end of episode 23, when they did the like puppet style thing where they were talking about the next episode, the name of the final episode in Japanese is D Koso Only One, which I feel like is a reference to Dawnbrothers' theme song Ore Koso Only One.
Well, I mean, to be fair, a lot of the episodes in the first season were named after Super Sentai openings.
Then, yeah, I think that's safe to say.
So, yeah.
It's so funny that the final episode is a Dawnbrothers reference.
So fitting for you, honey.
Yeah.
I know. You love Dawnbrothers. Love it so much.
I do like how they played around with all 4 of the show's theme songs in the final episode. When the episode starts, we have the ending theme for season 2. Then later on, while the fight's happening, the first ending plays. And then we have the first opening over the actual credits of the episode. And
didn't before the actual credits we have the season 1 ending?
That's what I'm saying. So at the start of the episode, we have the second season ending. In the middle of the episode, when the fight happens, they cue the opening of the second season. Then, while they're fighting later, the first season's ending plays. And then in the actual credits of the episode, it's the first opening.
Hey, can you tell when the animation studio has given up on adapting the show?
They fast forward through so many character arcs closing in the last 2 minutes.
The fact that like the way that the credits are handled, it's like, why does this feel like we're ending the show when there are still like 100+ chapters we could be adapting?
That did feel like that, although I will say that after the credits, there is a scene of them, like, they open up the cell and Dee's like, shall we get to work? And I'm like, okay, so clearly they left it open for more.
I feel like it since this was on Hulu / Disney Plus here in Canada, I feel like we did get the issue of a streaming show getting quote unquote 2 seasons, but in reality, it was a 24 episode deal. So it's like, there, we got our 2 seasons worth. We're not going to do more because it probably didn't make any money.
Nope.
Probably not.
So anyway,
it always depends on Blu-ray sales in Japan, which if they're not good, then I guess we're not going to get a season 3. It's been a year, so probably not.
So as stupid as the show has been, I will say it is hilarious, the device by which we defeat the villain in this finale. So D comes in and is trying to punch the shit out of Death Messia, and obviously is not doing anything of true consequence. So they go, all right, we need the nuclear option. And D proceeds to shout down at Red Keeper, who's been lying there, I guess conscious, but like weakened from the fight earlier, and goes, hey, aren't you the fucking protagonist?
You're right.
And then Red Keeper pulls out a fucking super form out of nowhere.
Yep.
Like, what? This was a thing? It's hilarious that this is Dawnbrothers. The episode is named after Dawnbrothers because they also pulled their super forms out of nowhere unprompted.
It was so abrupted, I didn't even realize he pulled out the super form. I just saw the gun.
They explain it in the time skip? Cool. I don't get to see that.
Yeah, we don't get to see a time skip in the anime.
I just wrote down in my notes, Super Red Keeper.
Red Keeper, super mode.
I don't even know what the form is actually called.
I don't think it has a name.
It's a super keeper.
And then as he goes in for the final blow, Suzukiri comes in with her fucking gimmicky ass remote control artifact and pauses Death Messia so that they can break his horn.
Oh yeah, dragon form.
Is it called Wait, they're called the Dragon Keepers and their super form is Dragon Form?
So it would be Red
lazy.
Keeper dragon form.
All right. A little low effort, but who the fuck cares at this point?
You know what isn't low effort? The way that they actually defeat him.
So
I want to say it's pretty clever.
It is. It's actually hilarious and truly on brand for the show. So each of the Rangers takes their turn hitting Death Messia with their Hisatsu, But it's, even though they are aiming for the horn because they have established that as his weakness, that's not really the primary thing that's happening here. They're basically tennis lobbing him across the city so that they can kick him into a jail cell, lock him inside, and starve him out. Because they realize that he has not fully made himself a monster, because when anyone else in the show used both injections and went full monster, their original human personalities get deleted and overwritten by the mental patterns of the boss monster that they are respawning as. But it's clear that Yakushi hasn't done that because he still remembers who he is and who everyone else is. So realizing that he is not fully monster, he is still subject to the weaknesses of being human. And that includes starvation. So they,
What a way to beat a villain.
so they bully him into a cell that he's apparently unable to blast his way out of, and trap him in there and leave him in there for a fucking year to starve him to death.
Yes.
That's so
Hey,
fucking funny.
At least D kept him company.
Yeah, it's like, oh, all right, fuck it. I guess let's chat.
Well, no, yeah, well, like, he said, oh, at least I'll have someone to converse with. He's just like, I'm a good listener. Just saying, like, fuck you, I'm not talking to you.
It would have been so funny if it was like, all right, well, at least I have you to chat with, and D responds with, go fuck yourself, and just sits in the corner not talking for a year.
I mean, he kind of did. He said, like, I'm a good listener.
Doesn't even know fucking talk. Lane, you agree with me that D's English voice is actually is a pretty good voice for the character, right?
Yeah, it's not bad.
I watched the sub, so I don't know.
Like,
Yeah, it's not bad.
he's very like, not Joey. Let's say Kirito from Sword Art Online Abridged a bit. In terms of mannerisms, at least. Not like in vocal range, but like in mannerisms.
I don't know if Lane's watched that as much as you and I have.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's the voice of Hawks in My Hero Academia, like the English dub.
Wait, I thought that was Johnny Young Bosch.
No, it's Zeno Robinson plays.
Oh,
Fighter D.
that guy's fun.
I think he's also in the Ultraman Z dub.
Oh, he's DJ in Street Fighter 6. That's fun. Oh, that's cool.
So we cut to a year later, and they let D out of the cell, and Angel's hair has grown out a bit. And then, like, we cut to the Dragon Keepers, who I guess over the course of the year somehow repaired their fucking reputation, even though they were very clearly outed and canceled for all of the deceptive bullshit they've been doing. I guess over a year, the internet just decided to forgive them, and they get to go back to having their careers.
Again, anime difference from the manga difference.
Oh, Gar, he was also the English dub voice of Haruki in Ultraman Z.
That's pretty fucking cool. He did a good job in the Ultraman Z dub.
There you go.
And I don't know how the line was worded in the dub, but in the sub, Red Keeper shouts to the audience around him, "The villain who wanted equality is gone." And I'm like, I don't know if we should word it that way.
So, just to explain what happened to Red Keeper from what I read of the manga after this arc, their little mascot character the Dragon Keepers have?
Draggy.
Oh, the one voiced by Goku?
Yeah, the one voiced by Goku.
Draggy the dragon.
She literally went, "So you have damaged the face of the Dragon Keepers too much. And since we have cloning technology, fuck you," kills him, throws him off a bridge, and basically goes, "Yeah, we're going to start with a better one."
You know
But
what?
the dude ends up fucking living.
I feel like there was an amazing missed opportunity here. I forget where or which episode it happened in, but there are a couple of scenes in these episodes where some of the lesser members of the team, I think Shion was the red dude, Urabe the blue dude who was with the Dusters, Yamato the dude with the black and yellow hair, and then the girl with the pink hair, and then Shippo who comes in as fucking White Keeper out of nowhere.
Oh yeah.
The way they posited their fighting as a team in these episodes made me feel like the intention could have been to have them replace the Dragon Keepers as the new Sentai.
I feel that's what they should have done, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
that the way they were fighting made it look like they were the Sentai that the world deserved to have.
Like they saw Red Keeper like murder someone in blood, like
Right?
blood. So.
But no, we just don't get any of that payoff. None of their character arcs matter.
We'll never see any more of this plot ever again.
We get a throwaway scene where X's survives, decides to hang out with Hibiki some more. Peltrola comes down and almost blasts them, but then Chakoba and Yakikoba go, no. And Petrola goes, okay, and fucks off. Pink and Izome are in the hospital, alive. Suzukiri, I guess, formed a fucking temple with the clones who all get to live their lives.
Man, talk about living with yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Fighter D's English VA also did Junpei in the Persona 3 remake. Good for
Oh
him.
my god.
Hey, because fuck Dick Mangina.
So yeah, it just ends with Angel opening up the cell with Death Messiah's dead body just lying there, and Dee's just like, shall we get to work? And we have no fucking clue what that means, but who cares? The show's over.
Instead of a to be continued, it should just have the caption, read the manga, bitch.
The manga bitch. We're out of money.
Yeah.
But there, we're finally done. The Angel confessed to yes, she did actually before the whole thing. Angel, in the anime, Angel's like, oh, well, my dad told me I should find myself a monster, and Dee's like, wait, what?
Well, no, she said in the English dub, like when I watched, she's like, oh, you're my destiny, and then like the other chick's just like, hey, don't flirt right now, please.
Yeah,
Please stop doing that.
The way it was in the sub that I saw, it was like, oh, because my father partnered with a monster, he told me that my destiny was to also partner with a monster. And because Dee was the monster that she's interacted with the most, she just decides, okay, you get to be my boyfriend. I love you now.
I mean, I always did kind of ship those two. I did ship those two, so.
He's trying to kill her!
Yeah, but he's like, maybe it's like a Bender situation where he says death to humans, but maybe keep a few around.
Hey, sexy mama,
God.
wanna kill all humans?
Oh my god! Oh my god, Gar!
What?
Uh-oh.
Dee is just Bender!
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Fight my shiny monster ass.
Doesn't look that shiny. Shinier than yours, meatbag.
I am Bender, insert monster.
Fighter D.
Oh my god, that
Give me
makes
a
so much sense!
IGHTERD.
Because nothing Bender ever did was like plot motivated. It was just fuck it, do shit because it's fun.
Oh, now I just want to see like a scene of Fighter D. No, I just want to see Fighter D. Yeah, him voiced by John DiMaggio, but also Fighter D just drink a fucking beer and then just burp out fire, belch fire. Oh my god.
That makes so much fucking sense.
Hey, sexy La Mama, want to kill all Dragon Keepers? Bender D.
It took all fucking season, but we fixed the show. He's just Bender as a kaijin.
Just Bender, Kaijin Bender.
Fuck's sake, man. I wanted so bad to like this show, and it has some good parts to it. But Jesus Christ, is it outnumbered by the bad?
It's great on fucking paper. It's so fucking great on paper. It's so great on paper, but just like everything Gar told me about like the show's like production and everything like that. It's like you can see where it really just like fucking dropped.
Yeah.
So much to the point that like I was trying to pay attention the best I could because like I was watching in Japanese, but then like there was like a couple episodes that we talked about like a long time ago. I was just like nodding off to it, and then I was just like, okay, if I watch it in English dub, it'll make it like I know it sounds weird, but it made me pay attention to it better because I was hearing it in English.
Yeah, it is sort of weird. I also watched it with the dub. I want to say like the first 2 episodes subbed, and then I just watched the rest of it dubbed. No reason, just. I don't know.
Yeah, it just helped me pay attention better.
And I just watched the sub because original intent? Question mark.
Yeah, I mean, I usually am like, oh, if I want to watch a show, I'm gonna watch it in its original language. But it's just like I was getting bored of it, and then I was just like, okay, if I watch it in English, I can pay attention a bit better.
But don't worry, guys. Now that we're done with the bad Sentai anime, that means we get to focus on the good Sentai.
Hooray!
The Isekai one.
That is
Which
it is good. I watched the whole
I feel
season.
I feel like Lane, I feel like you and I need to do like a special episode of Castranger where we talk about the first episode
Sure.
since we weren't there, just like you and me thing.
Okay.
Before we do the rest of the show. Since Ichi,
yeah, you guys.
yeah, you weren't there. I was depressed, and Ichi was with a bunch of our fans.
That's right.
Sure.
All right.
All right. Well, that is that. Any other closing thoughts on those episodes before we wrap up?
It makes me want to read the rest of the manga to see where it goes, because apparently it's entering its final arc.
And little
So
did you
maybe I'll
know,
just-
that was their plan all along. It was nothing but a vehicle for the manga.
I could really go for. Yeah, Tara's been telling me that they dropped it, and it's like if it gets that bad, then it's like, oh,
Well, then
this
you
might
should
be a
pick it
thing
back
where
up.
I wait.
If it's on
I
the
might
floor.
have to wait for it to be done, and then I'll read it from beginning to end, just to see how like the rise and fall of this story.
Ah, yes. I'll wait till it's finished so I can binge it approach.
Not binge it, but like take my time with it, knowing that there is an end in sight.
Well, you could start now, take your time, and then eventually catch up by the time it ends.
No. I'm not in that. I'm not in that mindset anymore of trying to play catch up. It's like I'll read, like, granted, right beside me right now, I have a bunch of comic books right beside me. So like I'll read a storyline, and then I won't pick the book back up for another few months until another storyline's done.
I need to get back into reading. I want to read some of the stuff that I started. I haven't read
Anyways.
anything in so long.
Listen, you know what? Watch the anime. If anything, the big takeaway from this anime, the music.
Oh, the music is far and away the best thing about the show. Both openings, both endings, absolute fucking bangers.
That first ending is so good.
Yeah. That's the biggest takeaway from this anime. The music.
I still listen to all 4 of those songs on a regular basis.
Woo!
I think out of if I had to pick like a bad one, maybe I think the first opening is the only one that I wouldn't be excited to hear again. The other 3 great.
I would say season's 2 ending wasn't as strong as the first season's.
I like it. But if I had to pick a favorite, I think it's the second opening. Maybe the first ending. I think they're kind of tied.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that has been Sentai Daishikkaku, Ranger Rejects, and or Go-Go Loser Ranger. We are finally done with that show, and we can move on with our lives.
Thank God.
Hey,
Anyways,
did
like
you
I
guys
said,
hear there's a stage play?
Is there?
Yeah, there is. We talked about it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyways, good on paper. Like really awesome concept, but just like
Then they took the paper and crumpled it.
poor execution.
Allie, any closing thoughts on that? Fair enough. All right. Well, Jikai, Radio Sentai Castranger. Next week is a big one. Gavan Infinity is coming to an end. That means we are going to have... That's what happens when the shows are divided into half-year shows. We're going to have to get used to that. Which means next week we will not have a featured topic. Instead, we will have our finale discussion where we talk about the series as a whole. We will talk about our thoughts on the story, the characters, the suits, the action, the music.
So yeah, like I mentioned in the Discord and also in the group chat, I'll be taking a step back for a few episodes, mainly because didn't watch Gavan Infinity, don't really care about Omega Horn. There's a Zeztz feature topic in the future, and then like another show that you guys talked about that I never watched a single episode of.
Okay.
Well, I imagine Allie will be excited to talk about the Monster Hunter show.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so excited. I like the monsters.
But maybe I'll be back with our favorite pet turtle at the end of August.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I would like to give a hearty Castranger shout out to our currently active patrons. That includes Blaze, Armorhide, Midas the Fool, Vegas Bear, Locke, Whatever, and Vegas Bear a second time. Thank you very much for supporting what we do.
Woo!
Yeah, let us know what you thought about these episodes in the comments. Let us know what you would like us to talk about in the future. As always, the primary source of our hijinks is castranger.podbean.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome. And we will see you next week.
See you
Bye.
next week.
Wait.
Stay Sentai?